I wonder if this thing is on. Let's see. Aha, there we are. Welcome, everybody. This is Mikey Sue's for, and this is uh, an impromptu live stream. Sorry there won't be any panel tonight, but if anybody does appear in the chat to say hello, we'll appreciate that. Otherwise, all I plan on doing is just going ahead on my own here and do the last three prequel movies to Planet of the Apes franchise, and then I'll give you an overall rating for myself for the entire franchise, including the Mark Wahlberg monstrosity that came out back in 2001. Uh, and my wife and I did recently see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which recently came out on video, and we have it on DVD. And we also had purchased, we were able to find Rise of the Planet of the Apes. So all we need is the five originals. I don't think we're going to get the Mark Wahlberg one for sure. We're definitely not getting that. Um, but we are going to try to get the other two prequels, uh, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and War for the Planet of the Apes. And then we'll try to get the original five, which starts with the original Planet of the Apes and moves on down. So yeah. So we're gonna try to get those as we can get them, when they become available. Also, I just wanted to let most of you know that other than this live stream, like I said, because I had to do this last minute, we have plans for next week and the following weeks. So now we can't do our next Friday, which we planned on. That's why I'm just doing this tonight. Just doing it as a very quick one, quick review, and so forth. Probably less than an hour. Um, that's what I'm shooting for. But we do still plan on doing our live stream for October 30th. That won't change. We're still going to do that probably around the same time, about 10:30 Eastern time, and that is on a Wednesday. So the day before Halloween, and of course, my wife and I are going to go see Venom: The Last Dance on Halloween night, and I hope we're going to try to see Smile 2. That's the sequel to Smile, which looks pretty good. So we want to actually go and have a nice lunch that day, and then and dressed up in our uh, outfits. I'll be wearing Venom, and she'll be wearing Spider Man or Spider Woman in this case, and then we'll be going to see the two movies. So that's what we plan on doing um, from now until the 31st, but we are still doing the stream for the 30th. Now, as for the weekly webcam series, we will restart that on Monday, the 21st. Again, I don't know what time, so let me just say the times will vary. They'll be determined whenever I wake up and I'm ready to do it, and then just do it that day. But you'll know that for the next 6 weeks, starting on the 21st of October, we will be doing Red Dwarf 2 episodes on Mondays. Then we'll have on Tuesday, it'll be called TOS Tuesdays, which is 2 episodes review from the original Star Trek series with Nimoy, Shatner, and the bunch. Then Wednesdays, we're still doing The Greatest American Hero, but we're almost done with that. I think we're on middle of season 2. We're almost done. And then Thursdays, of course, will be 18 Thursdays, which we're doing 2 episodes review, of course, and that one is still in the middle of season 2 itself. So that's what we plan on doing for, like I said, for the next 6 weeks. And of course, as far as streams go, you know that the prices of the StreamYard have been raised. I told Suzanne that we would go ahead and stick with our uh, you know, not the free plan. We have the basic plan still, but we'll stick with that until the end of the year. And then after December 31st, we probably will stop streaming altogether. But I will keep it as a reserve, just going back to the free plan if they'll allow me to do that. So that's what we plan on doing for next year, too. Don't forget that there is going to be one Thanksgiving stream in November, and it will be November 28th. That's when we planned on doing it. Probably around 8 o'clock uh, p.m., around that time, Eastern. and we'll be celebrating Thanksgiving and also my dad's and my uncle's birthdays. And then after that, on December 1st, we're going to be doing a webcam for our baby, Deja Vu. She's turning 4. And that's when I'll be reading you folks all the final results of the polls that I had posted in community section of our channel. And then when that's done, I'm going to erase them all. So whatever you decide to type in there, or say hello to us or anything, that'd be much appreciated. But if you don't, that's fine too. I just want to let you know that's when the polls are going to end. December, we're not doing anything other than the 2 streams we planned on doing. Well, 3, I think, because Christmas Eve, I know we're doing a live stream at 8 p.m. Eastern on the 24th. And then we're probably going to do a Christmas Day stream with Raquel and Moira and the gang. And then our last live stream of the year, at least for this year, will be on December 31st, which will be uh, started at 8 p.m. Eastern. Excuse me. And on the 31st, we'll have a full panel. We'll have everybody that we know in Facebook intimately, good friends of ours, and we're going to bring in each of the 4 time zones. And maybe we'll be able to bring in, if I can find Sashi, we might be able to bring in the Asian part of the world. Um, with Malaysia and where he lives and everything. And if I can get a hold of anybody from the part of over in Australia or whatever, I'll have them give it like Australia, New Zealand, that whole area. And of course, Britain, if I can find somebody in Britain to come over and help us. Otherwise, we can do it here. It's no problem. So let's see. Alrighty. And the first person to walk in is Toby. Hey there, friend. Hello, Toby. Good to see you, my friend. And JJQ says, "Hey, just wanted to drop by to say hello. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I sincerely appreciate you being here. Again, I know it's kind of late, and like I said, I really there we go. I really didn't plan on this so last minute, but then I realized we do have some plans coming up in the next couple weeks. Um, and I'd like to do something with my wife if I can next Friday, or you know, go somewhere or do something, or do something else. Um, so I'm sorry, girl, I'm not going to be able to do your anymore. Well, for now, I can't do your Friday Waltons either. So yeah, there's a lot more going on right now. I really don't want to go into it. Um, but again, I'm glad that both of you, Toby and JJQ, are here. So thank you for being here. Okay, so what we're going to do is just really brief. This is how we're going to go. Real briefly, I'm just going to let you know what the ratings are from the IMDb public, and I'll let you know when it came out, what year, major stars that were in it, and if there's one I want to pick out, we will. Oh, praying, thank you. Oh, thank you, JJQ. Appreciate the prayers. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's a lot going on, so I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you. Much appreciated for that. Thank you, sir. Okay. Or ma'am, I'm sorry, JJQ. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna go briefly over Dawn, like I said, then War, and then Kingdom, and then I'll give you a final estimate of all 3 weeks that we covered this. A Thursday, a Friday, and now an early morning Sunday. To cover all 10 official episodes. That's what there are. There's officially 10. Um, which of course includes the Matt Wahlberg thing, which kind of is a ridiculous thing. But anyway, yeah. So there's total of 10. I'm not sure if they're planning any more after Kingdom. It looks like they did leave it open that there could be an 11th, Planet of the Apes movie. But I highly doubt it because it looks like it came full circle. And I'll tell you why when we get to Kingdom. I'll let you know. Okay. For right now, so let's go to first of all, go to Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and this was officially number 8 in the movies, and it came out in 2014. It was rated PG-13, And they consider these movies dystopian sci-fi action adventure drama thrillers. And in this one, Matt Reeves directed. The plot is basically the fragile peace between apes and humans is threatened as mistrust and betrayal threatens to plunge both tribes into a war for dominance over the earth. Now, at the end of Rise of the Planet of the Apes, there is a worldwide virus that got started because of a next door neighbor who was totally stupid, and he's an airline pilot. And believe it or not, he caught the virus from one of the scientists that worked with James Franco in the first one. And I'll mention something from trivia about that too. But so because of the worldwide virus that started turning humans stupid and making the apes much more intelligent, uh, they now are fighting for possession, and one man is makes friends with Caesar, who is leading everything. So let's see here. Now, this movie was nominated for one Oscar, and that was for 2015 nominee for Best Achievement in Visual Effects. I forget who they lost to, but that included Joe Letteri, Dan Lemon, Daniel Barrett, and Eric Winquist. Um, and the one trivia for this, it's actually a spoiler, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, um, yeah, maybe cover your ears. But it says here that there are two clues in this movie to the fate of Will Rodman, who was played by James Franco after the events of Rise of the Planet of the Apes in 2011. When Caesar returns to his house, a sign can be seen with an X on the stoop by the door. Now, usually this means someone living there is infected, so it can be assumed he was one of the first to die in the plague. Also, Will's 1980s era Jeep Wagoneer is still parked in front of the house, covered in vines and vegetation, but it can clearly be seen when Caesar and friends first arrive to the house. Of course, if Will had left his house, he most likely would have driven his vehicle. Okay. And I'll give you one more spoiler. Koba the bonobo, who is Caesar's first assistant ape, bears the name that Joseph Stalin used as a nickname. Their personalities are somewhat similar. The bonobo's ascent to power bears a resemblance to Stalin's. Among his more nefarious actions was to have one of his partners from the Russian Revolution, Lev Trotsky, assassinated. Trotsky had left the Soviet Union and went into exile, but clearly it wasn't far enough. So that's just a couple of trivia spoilers there. And over 492,000 people rated this movie a 7.6 out of 10. So they rated it a pretty high C, probably about, oh, I would say almost a B, almost a C plus to a B minus. And that sounds about right. That's about what I think for it myself. And one of the major guys in it, well, you know that Gary Oldman was in it, but he passed away sometime back. Andy Serkis, who of course motion capture does Caesar. It had Carrie Russell, she's still around. And the one I want to talk about quickly is Jason Clarke. He plays Malcolm. And Jason Clarke is still acting and he's a producer. He's an Australian actor. He's known for often being cast in antagonist roles in feature films. He was born in Winton, Queensland. I have a friend in Queensland, Australia. Um, and he's the son of a sheep shearer, but decided to follow an acting career instead. And of course, he's known not only for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes in 2014, but he's also known earlier for Zero Dark 30. He played Dan in that. That was the story about the SEAL Team 6, that went after Osama bin Laden. That was in 2012, and then he played in Terminator Genesis as John Connor in 2015, and in a movie called Mudbound in 2017, he played Henry McAllen. So, but I really enjoyed him in Terminator Genesis. He was very good in that. So that is Jason Clark. Okay. And Hakeem. Hello, Mikey, Toby, and JJQ. Hello, Hakeem. It's good to see you, my friend. Always good to see you. And JJQ says, hey, Hakeem. Very cool. Okay. Alrighty. So my rating on this is pretty much a solid B. Um, as it says, 7.6, so that usually will give me close to a B. So I'm going to say a solid B on this for myself, and probably a 4. Yeah, I give it a close to a 4. So I'll give it 4 out of 5 stars and a B. Yeah. So it's close to an A, but I think it's better as a B. Because the first one, to be honest, in my honest opinion, The Rise of the Planet of the Apes with Franco is awesome. And this one did okay, but not the greatest. But you did enjoy Gary Oldman and, like I said, Jason Clark in this. And Kerry Russell did a pretty good job too. And then of course, who can argue with Andy Serkis doing motion capture as Caesar? Just awesome. Yeah, he's always been the best. And I love this. You know, I honestly, I think this movie should have, this one should have won for visual effects. It only was nominated for an Oscar, but I think it should have won because I thought it was perfect. Yeah, it was great visually. Yeah. So, all right. Well, that covers the first one. So now let's go to our second movie, which is well, okay. uh, a last minute opinion from our Mr. Hakim. He says, I totally agree. I thought the one before this one was so good. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I totally agree with you there, Mr. Hakim. Absolutely. Let's highlight that. Okay. So let's go on to the next one, which is considered officially uh, Planet of the Apes number 9. And that one is The War for the Planet of the Apes. So we'll go, and I believe, there it is. Andy Serkis and Woody Harrelson. Yeah. And The War for the Planet of the Apes came out in 2017, PG-13, and it's got a 7.4 out of 10. So basically, it came around again to about a B grade. And it's says here that after the apes suffer unimaginable losses, Caesar wrestles with his darker instincts and begins his own mythic quest to avenge his kind. Matt Reeves also directed this film, and it starred Andy Serkis, Woody Harrelson, and Steve Zahn. And this movie, again, was nominated in 2018 for an Oscar for Best Achievement in Visual Effects. This time it was Joe Lettieri, Daniel Barrett, Dan Lemon, and Joel Wist, Whist. So yeah, they received one Academy Award nomination for the visual effects. Again, they were great. Okay. And this one we will talk about. Well, we know a lot about Andy. We know a lot about Woody Harrelson. Uh, Maurice is played by a woman, Karen Konoval, in Maurice makeup. That's a woman underneath that. The Bad Ape is played by Steve Zahn. So we're going to talk about Steve Zahn here for a moment, then we'll just go to trivia real quick, just for a couple things. Usually spoilers. Okay. So Steve Zahn, he's an actor, producer, director. He was born in Marshall, Minnesota. His mom worked at the YMCA, and his dad was a Lutheran pastor at Peace Lutheran Church in Robbinsdale, Minnesota. And basically, almost in the area where our friend Gorilla's Random Thoughts is. Let's see here. He was in a local stage production of Biloxi Blues and won the lead role. He crashed into an audition. Trained at American Repertory Theater in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Then he moved to New York City, and he was in a national touring company of Bye Bye Birdie, I believe. And in let's see here, in 2001, he was in a movie called Joyride. He played Fuller. In 2005, he played Al Giordino in Sahara. In 2006, he played Dwayne in Rescue Dawn, and of course, the Bad Ape in War for the Planet of the Apes in 2017. And he has three movies upcoming. This is interesting. Um, they're called Eeny Meeny, She Dances, and Chad Powers. Chad Powers is currently in production. It's a TV series. He's in 8 episodes of that. Um, She Dances is in pre-production, and Eeny Meeny, where he plays the dad, is in post-production. Those are three things that are coming up for him. Now we'll take a look at the trivia for the movie. Once again, I appreciate everybody being here tonight, especially around this late hour. I'm sorry about that. Okay. All right. So we'll just read you two of the spoilers because it seems like they're pretty prominent or important. According to the director Matt Reeves, the name of the group of rebelling humans are called the Alpha and Omega, which is a reference to the bomb the mutants worshipped in that original Beneath the Planet of the Apes from 1970. The logo on their helmets and flag matches the original logo on the bomb. Wow, that was a nice homage. And this is the first time Maurice the orangutan is heard speaking English sentences. In Rise of the Planet of the Apes in 2011, Maurice knew sign language from his days in the circus, which he probably taught to the other apes. In Dawn of the Planet of the Apes from 2014, he utters the word run. Although Maurice clearly understands human speech, he had chosen to communicate with ape grunts and sign language until now. And the last thing I want to mark here is the giant X's that the humans used to crucify the apes outside their camp are the same design as the X's used as markers to the Forbidden Zone in Planet of the Apes in 1968. So there was a few homages to some of the original Planet of the Apes movies. So that was pretty cool. Okay, so like I said, over 308,000 people rated this 7.4 out of 10. So pretty much a low B. Um, I have to say, I would have given it a B minus, but then I wanted to go ahead and raise that minus to just a straight B, a solid B, because of Woody Harrelson and the job that he did, and the job that he did in the movie, which I thought was very good. And let's see what we got. Okay. And so basically my grade would be um yeah, it'll be the same as the other one. It would be 4 out of 5 stars and I give it a straight B because of Woody Harrelson. That's why I liked it so much. And the war scenes were awesome. Like I said, the visual effects were great and should have won an Oscar. So these two movies should have won their Oscar for visual effects. I totally think they're awesome. And JJQ said, "Hey, Hakeem." And Hakeem said he totally agreed. He thought the one before this was good. And hi there from Toby. And Toby says, JJQ. And my friend Larry says I would go at a B as well. Thank you, Larry. And Larry, I am sorry. This is kind of last minute. I got too much going on in the next week or so. So and plus I need to still rest up a lot because we got plans for like I said, I want to be rested so I do my webcams all next week, take a few days off. Then I got the big live stream coming up on October 30th, And then we're gonna go out, Suzanne and I, we're gonna have lunch on the 31st and go see 2 horror movies on that night, so, yeah. So we don't plan on doing much from then on until just, after that, we don't plan on doing any other live streams till at least closer to Thanksgiving. And I might move that up. I might not do it the 28th. I might move to when the actual date is, which is November 24th. That's actually my dad's birthday, so yeah. And Uncle Justin's, so yeah. And but it's good to see you, Larry. I'm glad you're here. And JJQ says, "Hey, Toby," and with love. And JJQ says, "Hey, be yourself with love." Be yourself says, "Hi, JJQ, my friend." And Hakeem says, "Hello, be yourself adventures. Good to see you." And hi from Larry, Toby, my brother. And he says, "Hi, Hakeem." And there's our friend, Curtis Selby, tired midnight blogger. Good evening, Mikey Seuss Ford. Just got home from work. I hope you're doing well. Yes, Curtis, I am trying to get better. I'm not I'm all right now. I mean, I wasn't feeling too well earlier in the week, but I did manage to do uh part 1 of Showgirls with Johnny, Cyberpunk Dystopia, and Charlotte, the silent hostess with the mostest. And if you rewatch that part 1, Curtis, Miss Charlotte, uh, Night Star, the werewolf, actually talks in the panel. So she actually says some words. Yeah, it was cute. She's got a very cute voice. Very nice to hear that she was able to talk to us. And Curtis says, "Hello, JJQ, Hakeem, Toby, and be yourself." And Larry says, "Hi to Curtis." And JJQ says, "Hey, Curtis." And Hakeem says, "Hello, Curtis Selby." And I'm still not 100% Mike. I know Larry. But Larry, I want to say that I saw you on Gorilla's Waltons, and I am very impressed. You handled yourself well. You did a very good job, my friend, my brother. So please, uh, if you start to feel better a little bit, and if I can't make it to Gorilla's Waltons either in the next Friday or Friday after that or any more, I would love for you to take my place and be up there with those guys because they have a lot to say. They have a lot to say, and they're very good. They're very good at what they do. Oh, let's see, Toby, JJQ. I gotta highlight people. There we go. We got Larry, and let's see, and then Curtis. Okay, and we've got Connie Cleary. Hello, Connie. Hail, chat. The bird woman of YouTube. We call her affectionately. It's good to see you, Miss Connie. Wonderful to see you here tonight. Appreciate you. Hiya, Mikey. And JJQ says, "Hey, Connie." Hakeem says, "Hi, hey, Connie Cleary." Connie says, "Hey, JJ." And Larry says hello to Connie. It's very nice of you guys and gals to being so wonderful. And she says, "Hey, Hakeem." So very cool. Thank you, Connie. Appreciate that. Okay, well, let's move on to the 10th and final movie so far in the entire Planet of the Apes franchise, and that, of course, is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And we'll go to that one here real quick. Uh, there it is. And this featured Owen Teague, who plays an ape named Noah, N-O-A, and it also features uh, Freya Allen, who plays the role of Nova. And Proximus Caesar was played by Kevin Durand. And Peter Moon was Raka. And these, of course, are some apes. And then Eka Darville played Silva. Uh, and this also had one of the ladies, yeah, Dickon Lockman, who played Karina towards the end. She was one of the ladies that was trying to communicate with the rest of the Earth to find out where remaining humans were centered. And that, towards the end, did look like they were opening it up to a sequel to another movie. I don't know if that's what they're going to do or not, but maybe. We'll see. And we'll highlight her in a moment because she actually did Dollhouse at one time, which I thought was awesome. So, okay. So this movie is directed by Wes Ball, and it was written by Rick Jaffa, Amanda Silver, and Josh Friedman. And many years after the reign of Caesar, a young ape, Noah, goes on a journey that will lead him to question everything he's been taught about the past and make choices that will define the future for apes and humans alike. Now, most people do say that this movie is perfect, completes a perfect circle back to the original Planet of the Apes later on. Of course, don't forget that was 3,000 plus years in the future when Charlton Heston landed. So this could be the forebearing, the harbinger for what will eventually lead to apes totally dominating the earth and bossing the humans. And it did, like I said, it came out this year in 2024, PG-13. So far, 129,000 over that amount of people have voted this a 6.9 out of 10, which isn't bad. And I think that you know what, I actually gave it a better grade. I gave it an A minus. I thought it was done really well, and I also think that it does complete the story. I think it does lend to the fact that eventually it will lead to the first Planet of the Apes later on, all those years later, because Nova's right here. So she could easily propagate herself, from one nova to other novas, or it could be just a time jump. It could be anything, but that's what I think of it anyway. And we'll go here to uh, Dickon Lockman, and she spells it Dichen. And let's see here. Yeah, she's still acting. She's an actress and a producer. And her first role was Aquamarine in 2006. She did a 14-month stint on the Australian series Neighbours from 1985, where she moved to Melbourne. And she was originally born in Kathmandu, Nepal, to a Tibetan mother and Australian father. And she lived there with the parents and the extended family till she was 7, and then she moved to Adelaide, Australia with her parents. She dropped out of university and then took up acting and moved to Sydney. And she was in Raya and the Last Dragon. She did a voice of General Atitaya, or a spine warrior, in 2021. She did a TV series for 19 episodes called Severance in 2022 to next year, 19 episodes as Miss Casey. She was in Jurassic World Dominion as Soyona Santos in 2022. And like I said, she did Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes here in 2024. So, yeah. So, Deacon Lockman. Okay. And before we get to the trivia, let's see here. Okay. So Toby says, "Hey, Larry." And Connie Clary says, "Be yourself, hey." And Curtis says, "Hail" to Connie. Connie says, "Hi, Toby." Toby says, "Hi, Connie." And Connie says, "Hail, Curtis Selby." Larry says, "Hey, Toby." And I'm very glad to help. That is so cool. And Gorilla says, "Hey, keep it down. I'm trying to sleep here." I'm sorry, Gorilla, but it's good to see you, brother. I didn't mean to wake you up. I know I didn't, but hey. And Curtis says, "Hail to Gorilla." And Larry says, "Gorilla, you just woke me up," and laughing. And yeah, so there we go. Hail to Gorilla from Curtis, and Gorilla, you just woke me up from Larry. And Hakeem says hello to Gorilla. Okay, so there we go. All right. Okay, so I basically let's see. I'll go ahead and give my grade now. I did basically give this a uh I gave it an A minus. I thought it was done really well. I really did. I thought it was done a lot better than the kind of rating they're giving it. You do have to see it for yourself. We bought the movie, so we have it. And the way I think it does, I don't think they're going to do another movie. In my honest opinion, I think they're going to go ahead and 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 it's done. And I figure later on it completes the whole circle and goes back to the original. I figure you've done 10 films. You don't need to do any more about the apes. There's probably not much more storyline that you really have to do. But then again, I've said that before and it's always come out different. So yeah, now Rocka calls May Nova. Her real name is May, M-A-E, but he calls her Nova, stating that apes name all humans Nova. Nova was the name of the mute human adopted by Maurice in War for the Planet of the Apes. Nova is also the name of Taylor's human mate in the original 1968 Planet of the Apes, as we all know. And let's see. Okay. Hidden pockets of intelligent humans still existing nods to the albeit mutated intelligent humans found in Beneath the Planet of the Apes from 1970. That's very likely, yeah, that's where those people came from. And one of the other spoilers is when the surviving humans finally make contact with other humans using the restored communications technology. The voice on the other end says they are from Fort Wayne, Indiana. In the original Planet of the Apes film, Charlton Heston's character Taylor tells Dr. Zaius he is from, you guessed it, Fort Wayne, Indiana. So when he said that, when that was that reply, that definitely told me that it came full circle to me. That's what I thought happened. And yeah, I give it an A. I agree with you, Larry. Yeah, I thought the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is awesome, and it's perfect. And if it does end the franchise, I think it ends it perfect. I think it does the whole franchise. Yeah. And Larry says, "Here's the YouTube. That's his channel, Be Yourself Adventures. So check that out. That is his website for the YouTube. And JJQ says, in my opinion, there isn't much you can do with Planet of the Apes unless you want to do a spinoff. But if they make too many, it's going to lose its appeal, what makes it special. I highly agree. And that's actually, and I will star that, that is actually a great point, JJQ. Absolutely. Um, like I said, there were some signs besides that one that I just mentioned, but there were some signs that told me this was it. But if it was it, as I said, it goes out perfectly. It's an A grade from me. I enjoyed it 5 out of 5. I thought it was great. And it does complete the whole it encompasses a circle. So it completes the whole circle and goes right back later on, I believe, to Planet of the Apes from 1968. So that's a good point, JJQ. Thank you so much. And Connie says, "Hey, Gorilla." And Larry's JJQ. I totally agree, my friend. Yes, yeah. I think that that truly makes uh the final completion. I think so. Yeah, it's okay, Larry. She knows. She knows. JJQ. Yeah. And let's see. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Okay. Well, JJQ. JTQ, I'll give you a nice little surprise after we're done. Okay? After I replay this myself and I watch it, whatever, you'll get a nice little surprise for next time when we do our webcams next week. So, and JJQ says, "Be yourself." Yeah, it just doesn't need to be a Planet of the Apes number 26. Yeah, well, right. We don't want that. 10 is fine. 10 is fine. I think we're perfect. Where we're at now and where it finished, I thought it was done correctly. It was done right. Leads right to I believe it leads right to the beginning. So, to me, it came full circle, complete closure. You don't need to do any more. It's done. It's done. Yeah. Okay. So, let me go ahead and accumulate my scores to each movie, and I'm going to say for the entire franchise, I would say my grade will average between a B plus and an A minus. So it will go right in that range, anywhere from B plus to A minus. Definitely. Yeah. If I did average correctly of all 10 films, and I recalled which grades I made for each of those films in our previous two parts, streams that we did, and then this one, I would say between B plus and A minus, which sounds really good. That's probably the best grades I can give for the entire franchise. I think it was done really well in the beginning. It kind of tapered off. 2001 is an abomination with Mark Wahlberg. There might have been a few good, decent moments in it, but not overall. Poor Tim Burton. Why did you make it? What was your incentive? I don't know. Glad they didn't make any more sequels from it. Thank God. You know, but then later on they went ahead and did these prequels, and the first one, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, is one of the best ones, I think. Definitely with James Franco and everybody else that was in that. And the guy, Tom Felton from, you know, the Harry Potter series, and he was in it in that first one. So yes, I thought it was done really well. And each sequel, well, I should say each prequel, uh, leading up to what would be the originals. Like I said, I think they did a great job. They did on each one. And of course, the visuals are stunning. I mean, where they go all over the place, when all initially after the virus, when all the nature encloses in, comes in with the vines and growth and everything goes out of control, and the battle scenes between the humans, between Gary Oldman and the humans against the apes and Caesar, and of course in the third one where it's down to real desperation, with Woody Harrelson and a bunch of leftover people, fighting the apes, and then of course with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, it goes a few centuries later, but it's going to lead right to the original one with Taylor, eventually. So yeah, it was perfectly ended. And Larry says exactly. JJQ agreed. Yes, I totally agree with that. Okay, so we still have a few minutes. If anybody wants to ask me questions, um, yeah, yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, Larry, definitely with you. Yes, yes. I gave it a straight A though, but I mean, you gave it an A plus, so definitely agree. Yes, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes was incredible. A plus. Yes, sir. I agree. I gave it an A, but you gave it A plus, so there you go. You give it a plus upgrade there. That's appreciated. Yeah. Okay, so if uh if anybody has questions or comments in the chat, uh if you we got some people watching, so that's totally awesome. Appreciate that. Uh I know that Suzanne and I have been privately mourning. I've been trying to get better, my voice and stuff, and I was lucky that Charlotte allowed me to be a part of her panel, so I did that earlier yesterday. I also was a part of Null and Void. His name is Todd, and I was doing a little bit of talking on his. So my voice is starting to strengthen. I'm starting to get it a little more. I'm starting to get it stronger. And I know by when I do my webcam series, restart it again on Monday with Red Dwarf, I'll be able to do it a little bit more. So, but I really do appreciate all of you, ladies and gentlemen, your wonderful prayers, your love, your support for our channel. We have 213, yeah, we have 213 subscribers, so we're not that far from 250, only about 37 more or so. So make sure you tell all your friends and family and relatives and acquaintances, the dog, the cat, any of your pets, about our channel and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the like button tonight if you like this video, this live stream. I know it's last minute again, so I'm sorry, but I figured I might as well get it done because I have so much going on in the next few weeks or so. Um, and let's see, yeah. So subscribe, like, don't forget to share this channel with everyone, and of course, please don't forget to hit the notification bell. And always remember, when it says, notify me, all you have to do is click that one time and it says notification on. That way it'll let you know when I'm ready to broadcast live, whether it's a webcam or stream or whether it's a live stream. Um, and of course, now everybody knows uh, how infrequent the live streams will be. Now, remember, and Gorilla said it best. Gorilla said that Mikey and PvP also said it, so I'll give them both credit, and Larry too. Um, the three of those wonderful gentlemen have told me, Mikey, once in a while he says he's going to set these up, and then of course it's like something comes up last minute, and then he's got to change it, and he comes up and puts up a live stream or does this other. Yes, and sometimes I do that because of other things that are happening, but also I get a little bored, right? And I do tell people I won't be there for a while, and I do hold to that for just a little while, but then every once in a while, I say, you know what? I'll just throw it up there and do it. And whatever happens, happens. And you know what? It usually turns out well when I do that. So, you know, expect the unexpected from me, if that's the best way to address my channel. And let's see. Oh, yes. Yes, I said hello to Sterling and his wonderful girlfriend, Katie. Yeah, Phil had told me about the two of them dating. So, yeah, I did say hello to him. He only had a 24-minute stream, but I did favorite it. So, I mean, it's in our favorites. It's in our list, our playlist. Uh, yeah. Yeah, I know he was live earlier. And I saw you in there, Larry. So, yeah, I have to listen to more of that later. I'll have to listen to the complete thing. But yeah, I knew about Sterling and Katie. Yeah. Suzanne reminded me. So yeah. And then when we talked to Phil that night, you, me, and James and Phil, yeah, yeah. Phil, James, you and me. Right. The four of us. So when we talked on the phone for those couple hours, yeah. So yeah, that's who reminded me was Phil and Janet earlier, before him. Told me about Katie and Sterling. So yeah, I'm glad for him. I'm very glad for Sterling that he's a girlfriend. He has a lot going on his channel. I know that, and he's got over a million. He's got more than a million subscribers, right? Wow, wow, yeah. Sterling's really come a long way in 7 years. That was the last time I talked to him. When I first moved up here to Canada, I sent him a few messages to his early stream or early YouTube channel he had, and which was his full name, Sterling. I won't say his full name here, but I mean it was Sterling something something, right? And I had, you know, told him I saw it and I favorited it and put it in a playlist, and it's still there. And since then, Phil said that his son has exploded. Has done so much. Yeah, 2.5 million. Yeah, 2.5 million. subscribers. Go figure. In my best Doctor Evil. Can't do it that well though. And oh hey, look, Patrick Wise is in the chat. Hello, Patrick. Mikey. You still awake, Patrick? Okay, that's weird. But it's good to see you, buddy. Yeah. And Larry says hi to Patrick. Who are you? Yeah. Pat, it's Larry. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. No, that's cool. And Patrick, welcome. Um yeah, welcome again to our wonderful live stream chat. I'm sorry we don't have a panel tonight. Trying to keep it short, probably going to shut down here in the next 10 minutes. Um, but I just wanted to acknowledge that you're one of our brothers too, member of our extended family, part of our joint family and everything. So it's good to see you. And right, well, Patrick, yeah, you're 3 hours behind, so it's not quite 10. That's true. Hey, Larry. Yeah, it's 9:51 your time. Yeah, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning for me. I try not to stay up too late anymore. Hey, moon pie, unless you're going after those cockroaches, get down. Be a good girl. Oh boy, taking care of cats. I'm telling you, it's a full-time job. And Patrick, I just subscribed to you. Yeah, I subscribed to you too, Patrick. So you are subscribed to me. Well, I made you rich. Come on, you're a wrench. And wow, Larry, congrats on the subscribers. Yeah, Larry's been doing really well with his Be Yourself adventures. I agree. And Patrick, it's 9:51. Yeah, yeah. And Patrick, I truly appreciate that from Larry. And again, here is Larry's Be Yourself Adventures YouTube channel. So make sure you check it out. That would be most appreciated. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty then. So now we've got 7 people still watching, and we have a few people uh, that are new to us. JJQ, I don't know if you've been here on one of the live streams. I know you've been there on the webcam stream, and I have seen you a few times. So now I feel like we're as a family. You're bonded to our family. You're part of us. So you'll get a little gift. You'll get a standard moderator gift at the end. So I'll make sure I do that for you, JJQ. Okay. So I'll make sure we get you that. And Patrick says I subscribed. That's good. JJQ says yes. And Larry says, Patrick, thank you so much. I know JJQ. Yeah, she's a very nice person. And she says, oh, thanks. Of course. Of course, JJQ. Hey, you want to know something? I'll tell you something really quick. Uh, One of our last mentors for YouTube, his real name was Joe DiBiase, but he went by the YouTube name of Bird of Prey 5. And Bird of Prey 5 made it a point that after a few streams, if he'd seen you sponsor him in the stream, in the chat, or if you were a member of one of his panels, he automatically made you a standard moderator. And he did that for just about everybody he knew. He was very well known. And of course, he passed away a little while ago, just before Larry's mom, Charlene, did. Both rest in peace, both persons, obviously. But we did lose a lot of people last year. We did. Suzanne and I lost some family. We lost friends, moms, other people. It was terrible. And this year we've lost a few people for sure. And I'm still, like I said, I'm still kind of a little hoarse. So I talk too much. I really do. And I'm starting to lose my voice. So um, I have to be careful. But yeah, it's been rough. These last 2 years have been equally rough for all of us. And Patrick says, "You are the best. Still in shock about my mom." Yeah, yeah. And JJQ says, "Oh, I'm sorry." Yep, prayers up for sure. And Patrick says, "I haven't seen Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes yet. I may have to bow out and look at this after." You should, Patrick. It was a great film. Larry and I both gave it A's. Well, he gave it A plus. I gave it an A. So I think it's the best of the four prequels. And it definitely leads, like I said, right at the Planet of the Apes of 1968. It leads right to it. Yeah. I think it's perfect closure. And let's see. Yeah, yes, very bad year. Condolences to all. Thank you, Patrick. Yes, my condolences. Thank you, JJQ. And Patrick says, you just got here. Yes, he did. Yep, he just got here. Patrick Wise. Yeah. Well, just hang for a few minutes there, Patrick. Yeah, we'll extend a few more minutes. It's good to see you because I don't we don't see you very often. Thank you, Patrick. How's your dad? Yeah, how is Bud? How's your Patrick? How's your dad, Bud, doing? Is Bud doing okay? And your wife, Amber? Everybody doing all right so far? I try to keep track of your ghost, ghastly props on Facebook. There, I try to find out what's going on and keeping up to date. Updated. Um, oh, by the way, I did want to mention to all of you, I no longer am on X on Twitter. So if you try to reach me, you're going to have to friend me in Facebook, if possible. You can talk to me here on YouTube, because, like I said, I'll be doing webcams for the next 6 weeks in a row starting next week, and they go Monday through Thursday. So if you want to talk to me about anything, you can do that there. If you want to mention something to me in the community section of Mikey Sus 4, I would highly recommend you do that so I can get some of your messages there. I always check them every couple weeks and just see what's happening. I also check on the polls. There's 3 polls that are running right now, so I check on those as well. And let's see, Facebook, YouTube. And if you ever want to join StreamYard, uh, and you need recommendation for if you want to join StreamYard, remember they've raised the rates, so be aware of that. If you do the free plan, you can allow up to 6 people up to the panel there. If you do the next plan, which is pricey, but it's worth it, you can get up to 10 people, and you can choose a lot of different banners, brands, private chat, all this stuff, and it's very worth it. Definitely is. And let's see. And Patrick says I know, but in all fairness, and Pops is here too. Hi, Pops. Hey, good to see you, bud. Bud Wise, everybody. And yeah, we'll highlight that. And then Patrick says you need to go watch it. It's great. And Mike, why did you leave X? Personal reasons, Larry. Personal reasons. I had to leave. I had to leave. I had no choice. I had to go. I'm sorry, but yeah, I had to go. And X had become very bad. Yeah, JJQ knows. And hi, Pop. And yeah, Larry says agreed, JJQ. And yeah, Patrick says Facebook rules. I do miss MySpace as it was more like a personal website you could tweak around. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you there, Patrick. But my dad said MySpace sucked and said it was bad, and I actually listened to him. I didn't go near it, and I kind of figured it was going to go away, and it did. But thankfully, I didn't listen to my dad about Facebook. And when I joined Facebook back on March 1st of 2010, that's where I met my wonderful wife Suzanne online for the first time. And the rest is history. So we've been a pleasant couple together for 14 years, and next year on March 1st of 2025 will be 15 years as a couple. Yeah. So I am very happy about that. That was the best thing I ever did, was agree to keep Facebook, start it, and that's where I met Suzanne. So very, very happy about that. Yeah. And Larry says, good old MySpace. I don't think it was that good, Larry, but you know, it was it was okay. It was good. It was all right for the people who needed it at the time, right? But yeah, it's an afterthought now. JTQ says to Larry, I don't like Elon Muskrat, but I won't get into it. Yeah, LOL. Muskrat, Muskrat, candlelight. Kick yourself in the butt tonight and feel it. You will feel it. Yeah. Um, Larry's goes to JJQ, LOL. JJQ is clapping. Patrick says, I've been there through it all. Congrats. Thank you, sir. And yourself is clapping too. And that's awesome, Mikey. Congrats on the 15-year anniversary. Thank you, Hakeem. Uh, you're welcome. Thank you for saying so. That's a big, huge moment for us next year. Yeah, next March. We're looking forward to it. We definitely are. Yeah, and you know what? We'll probably go ahead and do a stream. Yeah, we'll do a live stream on March 1st. That would be nice. That way I can let everybody know, hey, my beautiful wife and I, 15 years together as a couple. Yes. That's our most prominent. Of course, we did get married in 2016, so we've already passed 8 years for that. And the year before, in 2015, we actually got married in Niagara Falls. And so we've been married 9 years officially for that because she's a minister. So she married us and we had a witness at Niagara Falls. They say, like Vegas, what happens in Niagara Falls stays in Niagara Falls. Yeah. So, and yeah, Larry says, congrats, Mike. 31 for Diane and I. Yes, Larry, I know. You and Diane are a perfect couple. Yes, sir, brother. I'm very happy for you. Very happy for you. And JTQ says, congratulations. And Patrick says, give me a heads up when it's time to talk about our beloved apes. Well, we just finished, Patrick. We just finished talking about the Planet of the Apes franchise. That's why I said no panel tonight. I just want to keep the chat civil. I just wanted to finish it out. We will be talking, Patrick, though, about the Adams Family and the Munsters franchises in the next 10 days on October 30th, the eve of Halloween, and that is on a Wednesday. So on that Wednesday, the 30th, I would definitely love to have you up here as a panelist. And I will send you a link to my StreamYard. We'll do it from my StreamYard private studio here. It's called the Mikey Seuss 4 Studio. And I will send you a link. I'll also send one to Larry, and I'll send it to our friends Moira and Raquel so that they can come up and we can talk about uh, those two wonderful Halloween sitcoms that came out and their movies. If you want to talk about their movies, we can talk about their movies and we can talk about all the makeup, all the effects, everything they did because Patrick is a makeup artist. He is a makeup artist extraordinaire and he could give us all his information about how they were able to do for the Adams Family actors and actresses, and same as for the Munsters. So, and yes, Larry, I love you guys. Thank you, Patrick. And oh, my bad. Better late than never. Hey, no, you're here now. You're here now. Well, I'll tell you. Let's go ahead before we shut down. I'll give it a few more minutes here, about 10 after, at the most 15 after an hour, and then we'll shut down. We'll do a quick prayer for everybody, and then we'll stop. But I do want to ask everybody in the chat. So, if you've seen some of the Planet of the Apes movies, there are a total of 10, as I said. So, if you've seen a few of them, or if you've seen them all or even one or two of them, what would you give the Planet of the Apes franchise? Go ahead and give me your final grade in the comments and I will read them. So let me know. Think about it for a few minutes and then we'll check on your grades. And Larry says, Patrick Wise, love you too, my brother. And Patrick says I could possibly participate. Well, that'd be great, sir. I will send you a message, like I said, on that morning, October 30th, since, we already communicate through Facebook. I would send you a message and let you know what time we plan on doing it. I believe it's going to be around the same time, around 10:30 p.m. on that day. So that would be 7:30 your time there in the West Coast. So, yeah, you can let me know. And here's Lemon Pie. Hello, Sir Lemon. Good to see you, brother. So we have Connie Clary and Mr. Lemon Pie here this early morning. So it's good to see both of you. Thank you so much. And Larry says, Patrick again, thank you for subscribing. And Be Yourself says, hey, Lemon Pie. And Lemon Pie says, hey, Larry. And Hakeem says, hey, Lemon. Excuse me. Hakeem from Lemon. I like them. I would give them a B minus overall. Cool, JJQ. Thank you. And Curtis Selby says, hail to Patrick Wise. And Larry says, seen all 10. My grade is, wait for it, wait for it. Hello. B. Okay. Okay. That sounds good. That sounds good. Like I said, for me, Larry, it's between a B plus and an A minus. I'd say it's probably more of a B plus for me. Yeah, but it's right in between there. I mean, I could call it a B plus for the whole franchise or an A minus. I haven't really decided, but I'd say probably B plus is safe. hmm I'd say a B plus. And Curtis says howdy to lemon pie. And Patrick says I'm going to watch now. I have the DVD set of the originals. Kingdom is the only one I haven't gotten around to screening. I give the whole franchise a solid A. Good grade. Okay, thank you, Patrick. Yeah. And Curtis Selby says, good night, folks. Love to all. Gonna crash. All right, take care, brother Curtis. We love to see you, brother, and thank you so much for being here. And God bless you, sir. We love you. Take care, okay? And there is Raquel, SSG 2211, our gamer. And hi, Raquel. How you doing, sweetie? Good to see you. No panel tonight, Raquel. We're gonna wait till we got things to go on next week. I'm sorry. But we do have um, October 30th is still there. We're still going to do that stream. So I'm going to have you there for that. Moira, our friend Patrick Wise, Larry Bart or Larry is going to be there. So yeah, so that's what we planned for is October 30th. The Adams family and the Munsters. That's what we're doing. And good night, Curtis from Larry. And Hakeem says, take care, Curtis. Have a good night. And Raquel says, guys, and hi guys, I mean. And yep, we got you. And Raquel says howdy, Lemon says Raquel howdy. And Raquel, it's good to see you, Raquel. SSG 2211 from Hakeem. And Lemon says good night, Curtis. And Patrick says I'm biased because of movie magic. I grew up on the originals, so my love of movie makeup started early. Yeah, that's very cool, sir. I know, and you do such a great job. And Larry says hi to Raquel. Meow. And Raquel says, Akeem, same here. And there's one of our other friends, Aravic Sonder. Hey, Mikey. Hello, Aravic. Joan True. Good to see you, my friend. My brother. Good to see you. And Patrick, I gave the originals a solid A. Yes, he did. And then Be Yourself says, hi, Arabic. All right, very cool. Yeah. So, wow, this is Inhale Arabic. That is so cool. Yeah, this is amazing. We still have 7 people watching our stream tonight. And Arabic says, I like the Planet of the Apes movies. My least favorite one is the one with Mark Wahlberg. I think we all agree that sucked. Yeah. Tim Burton's monstrosity, I call it. But yeah, it wasn't too good. Yeah, it wasn't too good. Um, but Arabic, um, if you want to let us know in the chat if you've seen all the movies. There's a total of 10. There's 5 originals, 4 prequels, and the 1 remake in 2001. But if you've seen all of them, or just a few of them, or maybe 1 or 2, uh, could you let us know in the chat what your overall franchise grade would be? I believe that Larry said that he was with a solid B. Me, it was a B plus. Uh, for the originals that Patrick has seen, he gave it a solid A. Um, there are some others, like one person I think gave it a B minus. So yeah, there was and Aravic says, "Hey, Larry," and Lemon says, "I have not seen any of the 8 movies, so I can't give a grade." Well, that's okay, Lemon. That's all right. Um, you ever get a chance, watch them online. They're available on Amazon Prime. They're available on Netflix. They're available on Tubi. Yeah, you can see some of them through there. And Aravic said, "I still have to watch the latest one." We own it. Yeah, Arabic Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the latest one is awesome. It is totally awesome. Yeah, you'll love it. And yeah, Arabic says, but overall, it's an A. Good, very good. Thank you, Arabic. That's much appreciated. And for ape, yeah, right. And hey, Yan, Patrick says, before I say nighty night, here's the link to my prop page. It's Ghastly Props on Facebook. So, people, if you get a chance to go over there to Facebook and click on this link for Patrick Wise, please join his group, Ghastly Props, and subscribe to him on Facebook or friend him. Send a friend request to Facebook to Patrick Wise. He does a fantastic job there. In fact, I will highlight that and we'll go back for that one more time. Yes, and Arabic says for ape. And Arabic, the last one was amazing. Yes, it was, Larry. And Lemon says, I have seen the Planet of the Apes musical on The Simpsons. Yes, Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas. Oh, 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 Dr. Zayas. And he does a, like the, breakdancing and all that stuff. That's hilarious. And, yep, Arabic says something about a flood. And Raquel says, hey, check your Facebook once in a while, Mikey sues for. I know you're laughing at me, but yes, once in a while I do check it. I've just been under the weather. I'm sorry, Raquel. But I'm getting better. I'm starting to feel better. So I'll be doing my webcams again. I start them again on Monday, on the 21st. So don't know the time yet. Larry says, Patrick, I'm going to bed as well. And Raquel says, hi, it's Eric Sander. And Lemon Pie says, I hate every ape I see, from chimpanzee to chimpanzee. Yeah. I hate every ape I see, from chimpanzee to chimpanzee. And, oh, I wasn't laughing. That was a sweat emoji. Okay. Okay. Well, all right, Raquel. Well, but it's cute. It's a cute emoji. I'm still learning. I'm a nut. Come on. And Arabic says hey to Raquel. And Pop says hi. Well, thank you, bud. It's good to see you or hear from you, bud. So we say hello to you and God bless you and hope that everything is going well with you, sir. Um, hi, Pops from Larry. Raquel says, feel better soon, Mikey. I'll try, Raquel. I'm doing the best I can. I really am. Um, and Patrick says, okay, nighty night to all. See you soon. Good to see you, Patrick. Thank you again for being a part of the chat and the stream tonight. And night, Patrick from Larry. Alrighty. Okay. Well, I think that's going to go ahead and do it for me. Yeah, we're about an hour and 15 minutes in, and I only planned on being here for about an hour. So, dedicated to tonight's stream is dedicated to everyone in the chat, all of the wonderful ladies and gentlemen that have come here to say hello to one another, to keep the family, our family community strong and vibrant. And again, Again, I appreciate all your love and support and prayers to hope that both me and Suzanne feel better. And we've been trying. Um, and we do have a lot that's going to be going on in the next couple months. Uh, we got to do some work around this apartment too. We plan on just hitting different sections. So far, Suzanne has worked on the kitchen. I helped her with that a little bit. Then she's worked on one part of our our one. This is just a bachelor type pad apartment. So she's worked on one side so far on one end of it, and she's working her way down. And we're gonna go around this whole apartment and work on everything. And we'll probably go into our spare closet over here and pull stuff out and do a lot of work. So yeah, so we got a lot of things to do in the next few months, and of course we need to get. I need to get my citizenship, so I need to get a Canadian ID somehow. I don't know how I'm going to get it. Well, with the pandemic and everything that happened, so I'm going to try to do that for myself. But we also have to get her ID updated, and we need to at least get one kind of passport for both of us, a Canadian one. So yeah, there's a lot that's gonna happen in the next couple months. So wish us well. Say some prayers for us, hope that everything goes fine. And Lemon says, thanks, Mikey. Well, thank you, Lemon. And Mikey, just take your American ID and write after your name. Right. A? Yeah. Sure. Sure. I don't have a I I don't have a problem with that. Thanks for streaming, Mikey. Well, you're very welcome, Hakeem. You're very welcome. I appreciate all of you for being here. And good night, everyone. Always be yourself and prayers for all. Thank you. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. One quick prayer for everyone. Name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Thank you, Lord, for social media, and thank you again for all of the wonderful friends, family, acquaintances, and everybody we know through YouTube, StreamYard, Facebook, Twitter, Restream. Everyone that we love, everyone that takes care of each other, prays for each other, is there for one another, and please Lord, if it's your will, please don't let anybody else pass away for the next couple months, okay? Let us have some people to be around with. Please help my father make it to his 80th birthday in November. I hope he can. Also, to my Uncle Justin, I hope he can make it to 80, or whatever his age is close to. I know it's close to 80, same as my dad. Um, Pray for my mom, pray for my brother Phil, my sisters Bernadette and Elizabeth, all their family, all their husbands, Steve, Corey, uh, and Janet, and my beautiful wife Suzanne, and our kitty cats, and all of our animals that we love so much and consider our family, our kids, uh, especially with us, Deja Vu and Moon Pie, and Pumpkin for Raquel and Moira's kitty cats. And of course, pray for uh, Larry, especially and his family with Diane and Tyler and everybody that's going through this rough time with the passing of his wonderful mom, my mom from another mom, Charlene. Also, pray for my friend uh, Jay Aldridge, who I haven't seen lately with his wonderful girlfriend Renee. I hope they're doing well. And of course, I hope Gorilla, his family, his kids, and everybody else that we know are doing just fine. Jim's landscape also. So, everybody here, please pray for everyone and their families. And all of this we ask you for your help, Lord. Amen and amen. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. So. Thank you, everyone. And Arabic says traitor, treason, mutiny, meow, or Raquel says. And I heard you get a free bottle of maple syrup when you become a citizen. I heard that too. I hope that's true. I hope that's true. And please pray for Arabic too, Joan True. And amen from Lemon Pie. So amen to everybody, and thank you everyone again. So, yep, amen from Larry. Thank you, Larry. Okay, so let's thank everybody in turn here. We had a visit from Toby, JJQ, and congrats, JJQ. You will receive your standard moderator wrench after this stream, okay? And Hakeem, and also to Larry, and Curtis Selby, our tired midnight blogger brother. Oh, Curtis, I hope I see you tomorrow for part two of Showgirls. It's at 4:05 p.m. Eastern. That's on Charlotte Night Star, the Werewolves channel, along with our friend Cyberpunk Dystopia. Hopefully, you folks can make that tomorrow. That's the only stream I plan on doing tomorrow, because I'm going to rest up tonight a little bit. Let's see. Let's thank Connie Cleary, the bird woman of YouTube, for being here tonight. Thank you, Miss Connie Cleary, for being here. And let's take that. All right. And let's thank Gorilla's Random Thoughts for being here. He's got wonderful content. He does his cigar lounge during the week, usually on Mondays or Tuesdays. Wednesdays, he does Freaks and Geeks. He does DS9 on Saturdays in the evening. And every Friday, he does the Walton streams in the late evening, right around 8 or 9 his time central. So check that out. And on Sunday, he does his Sunday cinema. So check that out as well. And of course, our brother of our extended family, Patrick Wise, who lives in Washington State, along with my brother Philip and his family. Welcome, Patrick. I appreciate you being here for us tonight. And of course, to Patrick's dad, Bud Wise, Pops is here. So, Pops, thank you for coming. I appreciate that very much. So, then we have Sir Lemon Pie. He is just like Connie Cleary. He is the man of YouTube. He can be your, he can help your channel grow as a managing moderator as much as Connie Cleary can too. And she is a managing moderator of this channel, and we do have a few others, but those two people, if you ask them politely, I know they'll help your channel grow. And they're very helpful when you do StreamYard and so on. So, and Restream. So make sure you ask them. And Raquel, SSG2211, along with her friend Moira Kitty. We love you, honeys. And thank you so much for being here, Raquel, tonight, especially. And of course, Eric Sonder. He has some great content. Uh, I don't know. He doesn't live in a convent. He does not. But he has some wonderful content on his channel. And whenever you see him, say Joel on True. Yeah. And say hello to him. So thank you, Arabic. And let's see. And there was Patrick. And yeah, there's Raquel and Arabic. And there was Larry again. Okay. And I think that's everybody. All right. And Arabic says amen. It's always nice to hang out here. We love having you, Arabic. Everybody that's here. And we still have 5 people watching, so this is awesome. And Akeem says, yep, such a great chat. I agree. I love it. I love doing this for you guys. I just miss seeing Canadian land behind you through the windows. I know, but it's been getting colder a little bit overnight, Arabic. So if we keep the window shades closed, it actually keeps it a little bit warmer in here. I know that sounds weird, but yeah, I mean that's what we do anyway. Um, and Hakeem says, rumor has it that Gorilla loves the Mark Wahlberg Planet of the Apes. Yeah, I heard that fallacy too, Hakeem. I heard I heard that myself. Okay, so to everyone here, thank you so much for being here. And Arabic says, yeah, okay, I'll wait till spring. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair enough. Usually around March or April is the best time to open it. March usually is because then it starts to kind of warm up just a little. So, if you can wait a few months there, Vic, yeah, of next year would be a good time. And we'll try to do that. We'll try to open up a little bit so get some exposure. But in the meantime, yeah, we just have to keep them closed. Keeps it warm in here a little bit. So yeah. Alrighty. Well, so thank you everyone for being here. As I said, the next weekly webcam series again will start with Red Dwarf. We'll continue doing the 2 episodes from that awesome series every Monday afternoon. So that starts on October 21st again, and will run for 6 weeks. And then, of course, our next live stream should be, I don't think we're going to change it and do an immediate like we did tonight. But again, appreciate everybody being here. Fives to watching. That is awesome. But we do plan on doing October 30th at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 Central. That's 8:30 in the Mountain and 7:30 in the Pacific time zone. We will be doing the pre-Halloween stream celebrating two of the best franchises of Halloween related sitcoms in the Adams Family and the Munsters. And then we will also do quick reviews of their films. Uh, there are at least two for the Adams Family, and I believe two for the Munsters. And I think even one of them appeared. No, both actually appeared on Scooby Doo. Where are you? The Scooby Doo Mysteries. So we'll talk about those animated shows as well. Yeah. So we'll cover all of that. So again, thank you so much everyone for being here. And let's go out with it. Just a little bit of music here. Daydreaming here. Our channel. And on behalf of the awesome nerd from the Siskel and Ebert Do the Movies, Mr. Gene Siskel of the Chicago Sun-Times, rest in peace. And on behalf of him and everybody here, the aisle is now closed. Again, thank you everyone for being here for us. And by the way, there are no messes on any of the store aisles. Everything was cleaned up after yesterday or 2 days ago. So we don't have any worries there. But we'll see everybody again back here on Monday, October 21st. Whatever time. No time it's time to be determined, but I'm not going to choose a time anymore. I'm just going to say we'll see you at Mikey Sue's 4. Take care, everyone, and God bless. Oh, I almost forgot. Peace! Oh, and look at this. Facebook, Mikey, okay? Peace and long life from Arabic. Have a good night, y'all. From Raquel. Good night from Larry. Moira Kitty. Meow! And thank you, Moira Kitty. Thank you so much for being here, hon. We'll try to see you guys later. And Moira gives a big hug. And be yourself to Moira. And purr, be yourself. And Akeem's and see Vincent Cats, LOL. And a big heart from Raquel. I love you guys. And hi, Moira. And hug Larry. Alrighty. So take care, everyone. We'll see you soon on Mikey's 4.